Welcome back, Cardboard Warriors. How's everybody doing this morning? So, we got another awesome package in the mail from our buddy Vince, who sent us the last package that had all kinds of cool random stuff in it. So we're going to see what he's got in this one. I did, obviously, open it to get it prepared and make sure there was no personal information right on top here. So, we're going to break into it, see what he sent us this time. The last one was pretty awesome, so I'm sure this one will be much the same. Oh, all right, I give it a shot. All right. Hello and welcome to Open Boosters on Old School MTG. Oh man, Open Boosters cracks me up. He always puts on the fancy gloves and everything, and then when he gets the big hit, he drops it, and I'm like, you're trying so hard to get the cards in good condition, but then when you get a good hit, you drop them. It's so funny. Uh-oh, I see something here. Oh yeah. My girlfriend Sarah is gonna love these. She's a huge Ninja Turtles fan, and there's a Ninja Turtles pack in the last box, and yeah, I had to get one to her because yeah, otherwise she'd probably not be happy with me. So we're gonna give these to Sarah. Thanks so much, Vince. She loves those. Really appreciate it. Cool. Looks like we got some more like crystals and stuff. We got, what is this? Can you guys read that? Here, I'll pull it out. Maybe. Stuck in there? Stuck in there. Alright. Maybe I won't pull that. Alright. It says Twin Neptunite from San Benito County. 6, looks like. So, he actually does a lot of this, like, kind of archaeology stuff, I guess you call it. I don't remember what he called it. Yeah, he goes around looking for fossils and stuff like that, or these different crystals and whatnot. And yeah, this one's really cool. It's hard to see though. Let me see if I can get a good angle. There you go. Check out my ceiling fan. Like my ceiling fan? Here's my ceiling fan. All right. So yeah, these things are, it's kind of like two little crystals kind of attached. I guess that's why they call it Twin Neptunite. so he says a lot of cool little stuff like this. So if you're into this type of stuff, rocks, if you like rocks. Okay, this one's a black melanite garnet. Okay, melanite, I actually know. It looks like it says Clear Creek, California. Melanite, I'm familiar with a little bit because that's actually what Glock uses on their pistols. So, for the coating. Yeah. So, black melanite, pretty strong little mineral. Here's my ceiling fan again. See it? See my ceiling fan? All right, so trying to get a nice close look of it. So these things, actually, some of these are worth some money. This one's probably worth a little bit because those are kind of rare to find that kind of twin crystal like that. Pretty neat. He always sends the, well, I guess I can take it out of the plastic so you can actually see it. There you go. A little better look of it. There we go. Cool. So if you're into that type of stuff, I'll link his page underneath. He's got a couple pages where I think Facebook and Instagram, where he actually talks about all this stuff that he goes looking for and finding. All right, looks like we got for you, and for you or your patrons. Of course, we'll give those to the patrons. A couple dice, and let me see, War of the Spark and Ikoria. Cool. And ooh, Plane Shift. This is the barrage deck, looks like, which is one of the precons. If you haven't been in the game for a while, these were pretty common back then. They're precon decks, basically like the first renditions of the planeswalker decks or pre-constructed commander decks. Pre-constructed. So this is actually all the way back from Plane Shift. So yeah, we'll open it up to see what's in there. Some of the precons, usually the precons aren't worth a lot because they back then, it wasn't like the challenger decks now where they put like really good cards in them. They just kind of put together more of a bulk kind of card deck. They didn't put cards that they knew were going to be big in the set in there. So it's rare that the precon decks have valuable cards in them. And you know exactly what's in them. There's a list online. You can find out exactly what cards are in there. So any cards that were decent, people bought these up and opened them to get the cards out of them. So so they're not terribly valuable, but it's still, this is plain ship. This is a really old set. This is back in the late 90s, early 2000s, probably. Let's see if I can find a date. Where is it? Oh, 2001. Can you see that? There you go, 2001. So this is really old. That's 20 years old, this thing. So we'll check it out. We'll check out some old cards. What's this? There's another thing of cards down in here. It doesn't say anything on it. Oh, I don't know what this one's for, but we'll see what's in there. All right, then we got some packs. We got a couple Thronabell Drain, a Theros. Oh, Homelands. Holy moly! Another Theros and a couple Zendikar Rising. Wow, a Homelands pack. That's old right there. Yeah, that'd be what, 95? Let's see. I was playing back then. Yep, 95. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? 1985. Can you see it? There you go. So yeah, I was actually playing back then. I was playing when Homelands came out. Wasn't a very impressive set when it came out, and it unfortunately is still not terribly impressive. But it's really, really cool to see those old packs. Homelands was one of the first packs you couldn't search too, because it was when they just started using, I think Ice Age was the first set that they started using the kind of foil kind of packaging there, the chrome packaging or whatever, where you couldn't actually search the cards anymore. All the sets before Ice Age had the white plastic packages, and you could actually search the packs. You could shuffle the cards in there and then push the white plastic up against the logo, and you could see, or up against the name, you could see the name of the card. So you could search the packs, find the rares. So I recommend never buying old individual packs from anything pre-Ice Age, because they're probably searched. Post-Ice Age, they might be re-glued, you know. Alright. Cool. Oh, looks like there might be a message in the bottom. Let me just open this off camera real quick, just make sure there's nothing in here. Alright, there is actually some information, but nothing personal. Alright, let's read this. Vince sent me a message here. So, hello, Captain of the Cardboard Warriors. Thank you for the hours of entertainment you provided with all the product opening collection videos. I wish I could open a fraction of what you do, but I can't keep up with the amount of product. Yeah, preaching to the choir. None of us can. It's terrible. I have no idea what I'm going to do with Modern Horizons, because my credit cards are maxed. I sure do miss the simpler days of blocks. Yeah, me too. Back when MTG had some sort of storyline and card quality wasn't terrible. Looking at you, Commander Legends foils. Yeah, they're pretty awful. The new foils, they're bad. The edge foil, I thought they were going to switch everything to edge foils, so you didn't have to worry about the curling, but I guess not. Please enjoy the box. I hope this makes up for the weak cold hand packs in the last video. Hey, you win some, you lose some. The magic to gambling. Aside from the boosters, there are singles for you and your patrons, as well as a sealed deck and some dice life counters. Open the deck or not, it's up to you. The TMNT are for fun. Please do not eat the gum as much as you may be tempted. Yeah, the packs are for 1989, 1990. That gum would probably be a little rough at this point. Also, please enjoy the 2 rare geological specimens I've included. Geologist, that's what he is. Not archaeologist, that's, yeah. Anyway, I've included a small but nearly geometric black garnet crystal and a twin Neptunite crystal that I collected on the Central Coast. Look forward to your future videos, Vince. Dude, Vince, this stuff means the world to me. I really appreciate when people send me stuff to open on camera, so I don't actually have to, you know, come out of pocket to open things. So it's a huge deal for a smaller channel like mine. I'm almost to 1,000, but it seems like I hit that 949 mark and just kind of froze. It's been 949 for like weeks, it seems. So, hopefully we'll get those other 51 subscribers here soon, and we can actually hit that 1,000 mark and start actually kind of doing some you know, reimbursement for all the stuff that I've opened. But what's this pack? It doesn't say anything on it. This one says for you. This one says for you or your patrons, which I see something spicy right on the top there. But this one doesn't say anything. What am I supposed to do with these? All right, maybe there's something inside. Let's open the plain ship pack first. Let's get into the old school stuff. This is old school MTG after all. I know people sometimes say there's not enough old school stuff on here. Well, one, that stuff's expensive. Two, the reason this channel is called Old School MTG is because that's my nickname when I play. That's what the people at my local stores call me, because I started back in the early days. So, and I still have a bunch of the old cards. So, anyways, let's break into this deck. This is the Barrage deck from Plane Shift. We got Foil Mountain right on top. Old school right there. Old borders. I think this whole set's all old borders, isn't it? Alright. And foils were kind of tough to get back then. Not like nowadays where the foils are worth less than the actual regular cards. Yeah, see, there's even a breakdown list of every card that's in here right on the little thing, little blurb that comes with it. This is pretty much like your Planeswalker decks, but actually a lot more informative than the new stuff. They actually went into a little more detail on these. These were made for beginners. This probably say, oh, it does say expert level on it. Actually had different expert or different levels. They had like starter, intermediate, and expert. I think it was. Did it say on here somewhere? Nope. All right. But yeah. So I actually went into a lot more detail, a lot more text on these than on the new ones. So here's the little blurb that comes with it. Let's see what all's in here. I don't even remember. Oh, and this is back when Watchy actually cared about our opinions on stuff. Not so much anymore. They actually used to put these in there in a lot of the both the starter packs, or they call them tournament decks at the time, or these precons. So actually a little survey, and you could send this in, and sometimes they would actually like put you in raffles for boxes and stuff like that. So it's back when they cared about this. I actually did a couple of these old ones on another video, one of my older videos. It was pretty funny. If you want to go back and check that out, we went through and we filled out a couple, and I was just making a mockery of the whole thing. it was silly. I just felt like being silly that day. All right, so let's see what's in here. So we got our Foil Mountain, gorgeous, little off center. Off centering was a huge problem back then. The quality of the cards themselves, the cardboard was definitely more substantial than these newer cards. The newer cards feel more papery and flexible, but there was a lot of off-centering problems. They didn't get very good at centering the cards back then. It took a while. Nowadays, off-center is very rare, but back then, off-centering was extremely common. If you watch that old school collection video, the purchase I just made a few weeks ago that I finally was able to sort out and do a video on, those I show a whole stack of really offset to where there's like almost no border on one side. So anyway, let's get into this deck here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 islands. Or mountains, not islands. And then forest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 forest, good old red-green deck. Looks like we got a Mog Sentry for our first rare. Thunderscape Apprentice, Mog Jailer, 2 Mog Jailers, Thunderscape Familiar, Caldera Kavu, Kavu Recluse, Thunderscape Battle Mage, Flame Tongue Kavu. I used to love that guy. He had basically a built-in 4 points of damage whenever he comes into play. Took out another creature. There's 2 of those. Nice. Llanowar Elite, Thornscape Apprentice, Gaia's Herald for our next rare. So we got a green rare also. Nomadic Elf ×2. Thornscape Familiar ×3. Alpha Kavu. He was pretty beastly back in the day. 2 of those. Amphibious Kavu. Root Greevil, Serpentine Kavu, Horned Kavu. I love that guy too. He kind of reminded me of a Kurt Ape, kind of. So he was like Kurt Ape's big brother almost. And then Sparkcaster, 2 of those. Singe, Scorching Lava, Magma Burst, Implode, Explosive Growth, Fertile Ground, 2 of those. Simoon, 1 of those, Fires of Yavimaya, and the old split cards, Assault and Battery. So there you go. There's the Barrage deck from Plane Shift. Really cool old deck. Couple old school rares. These might have gone up in value quite a bit here recently. I have to see. I'm not sure. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time looking up card prices. We want to just kind of open cool stuff and see what we get. I don't know. Should we open the Homelands pack? I think it's old. Maybe we will. All right. So let's do a few packs, and then we'll break into the individual cards that he sent. Let's do, we'll do them in order, so newest to oldest. So we'll do Zendikar Rising first here. If you're not a patron, sign up, because some of these cards are going to go out to patrons. So if you're not already a patron, the link's in the description below. And whenever I get cards like this, and sometimes I just feel like giving patrons cards, I'll just send you something. So if you're not a patron, like I said, links below in the description. There's also all kinds of other good links down there to save you money on your cards and get your cash back and all kinds of good stuff. Ooh, a pathway, my favorite, which I can tell there's a pathway on top of the cards he sent for me because he knows I love pathways. And we got a foil Fearless Fledgling uncommon with the alternate border. I do love those full art lands and the Zendikar stuff. So there we go. That's a nice little pack to start off with. Looks like these packs might be a little better. Those last packs weren't bad at all. We got a couple decent cards in them. Cool. And Captain Surge, Silica, and Inscription of Abundance. Ooh, and a full rare, a Maddening Cacophony. So there we go. A full rare in our second pack. So yeah, these packs weren't bad at all. Got a pathway and a full rare. Can't argue with that. Alright, let's check Theros. Theros, man. I was telling everybody when this set came out, this was going to be the dark horse of 2020. That it was just going to surprise everybody, even though everybody hated it when it came out. Well, these are Japanese packs, aren't they? Where's the... No, I guess not. They're just really stiff packs. Alright, so, I was like, oh, this is going to be the one to invest in. If you're going to invest in a set this year, this is the one. And, I knew it was going to be a good set. I mean, there's really good stuff in this set, and really cool concepts and whatnot. It just kind of got shuffled under the. I mean, Hateful Eidolon, amazing uncommon. It just got kind of shuffled under the rug because of what was going on at the time when it came out. But I knew it was going to go up. Ooh, Ox of Agonus, a mythic for our first pack. And those gorgeous Nyx lands, and ooh, a Slaughter Priest of Mogus for a foil uncommon. Nice. Got a mythic in our first pack. So these packs are going pretty good. So I was telling everybody to invest in this set, and then sure enough, now we know what happened. Now it's actually skyrocketed quite a bit. But I was so busy with other things. There's so many sets coming out that I myself didn't really get a whole lot of it. And now I'm looking back and I'm like, oh man. I just should have followed my own advice and stocked up a little bit more on this. I mean, these uncommons in this set. Look at this. Alseed, great uncommon. Enemy of Enlightenment, not bad. Labyrinth of Scophos, the very expensive Maze of Ith. Oh, and a foil Gary. Look at that. Nice. Good old foil Gary. Gary's fun. And then these Nyx lands they're gonna be worth something because they don't. That's the only set that those are available in so far. Unless they reprint those. Alright, let's try the Throne of Eldraine. And here we go. Throne of Eldraine, another really good set. They've released some really good sets in this era. Linden, the Steadfast Queen, great rare. I don't think she's got a whole lot of value to her, but great rare. If you're running white life gain, she's a must include. Just awesome card. Alright, last pack of Throne, then we'll see what he sent me in the individual cards here. Alright. Commander, Righteousness, Bill of Brawl, and Castle Ardenvale. Nice. The castles were all really good. Well, not all, but most of them were really good. This one's not too bad. It does pop out a creature. You can pop out a creature every turn late game. Especially if you're running a human deck. So, there you go. So there's the Throne of Eldraine. Nice. Let's see what he sent me. I see that pathway on top. Do love the pathways. Is that the only card in there? Yep. Oh, yep. Grim Climb, my favorite. I love the Grim Climb. And Break Limb. So there we go. Cool. Thank you so much, Vince. You know I love the pathways. All right, and we'll open this one. This one says for you or your patrons. And I see one of the Japanese alternate art Strixhaven cards on the top. Green and a colorless. I think that's regrowth. I can't read Japanese. I have no idea, but I think that's regrowth. So it is foil. It's true foil. No, I don't think that's an etched foil. That's a real foil. So a nice looking card. Very, very shiny. I can't even find a good angle on it. It's so shiny. Oh, a Dark Ritual. Nice. Non-foil, I think. Yeah, no, that's not the edge foil. It's just regular Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual is one of my all-time favorite black cards. I love that card. Mana Ramp. Oh, I love Mana Ramp. Ooh, a foil negate. There we go. Negate. All right. Foil Strategic Planning. Very pretty. Great artwork on this card. Nice. A foil Village Rites as well. Cool. We got a bunch of Mystical Archives in here. A foil Divine Gambit. Also a really cool looking card. And a non-foil Electrolyze. I do like Electrolyze. Nice rare. So there we go. We got some really good cards in here. So most of these will go out to patrons. So if you're a patron, I'll probably be sending some of these to you. I'll probably be hitting you up for your address if I don't already have it, and we'll send some of these out, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. Really cool cards. Thank you so much, Vince. But I'm gonna have to email you later and ask you about this pack of cards because there's no note on it, so I have no idea what these are for. Let's see what we got here. Is there more than one card in here? Looks like there's more than one card in here. Alright, so we got a Jorn Got a Winner from Kaldheim. And he's got Cold Ring, the Rhyme Staff on the back. We got a Magda Brazen Outlaw from Kaldheim. Oh, he's not a flip card. Legendary Creature, Berserker. And then an Arland, nice. And, oh, what's this? A Nissa, nice. Haka Whispering Raven on the back of the Arland. It's nice. So a couple good mythics here, and then of course Nissa Planeswalker with the full art card. All right. So nice cards. What do you want me to do with them? Ooh, there's an old school card. We got Dystopia from Alliances on here. On the top. What else we got? Oh, another Alliances Fatal Lore. Gorgeous. Ooh, Confront the Past. Etched foil. Is that an etched foil mythic? Or rare, I mean? Looks like it might be etched foil. It's definitely foil. And then an Arnie Broken Brow, also from Kaldheim. Or from that's from Strixhaven. This Kaldheim foil. Nice. So, awesome cards. What do you want me to do with them? I'll have to email you later and see what you want me to do with this particular stack here. So, I don't think we're going to open the Homelands deck, or the Homelands pack, because there's absolutely nothing in here worth anywhere near the sealed pack price. $1.75 when they came out back in '95. Yeah. Legends was only like $2.45 pack when it came out. So when Legends came out, I actually went to my local store, one of my local stores that carried Magic cards down the street from me, and I was 18. I was actually still riding a bicycle. I didn't even have a car yet. So, but I pedaled my butt down to the store, and they had some revised starter decks and some revised booster packs, and then they had a Legends box. This was the day it was released, and I just started playing the game. I literally just started like a few days before that playing, or a couple weeks, I think it was. It was the day Revised came out. So a few weeks before that, I just started playing. So I didn't know anything about the game yet, and I didn't know about investing. I didn't really understand. I mean, I understood the expansion sets, but I didn't realize how short the print runs were on them back then and how hard they were going to be to get. So I only bought like 2 packs of Legends, and then I bought a bunch. I bought like a revised starter and a bunch of revised packs because I was all about the dual lands, getting the dual lands, when I first started. And So the next day, like, Legends was gone. It seemed like the next day, it was probably like a week later or whatever, but Legends did not have a very long shelf life. You could only buy packs for like a week or so, and then it was impossible to find because it was so popular and it sold out so fast. So and back then they put all the product out at one time. They just sent it all out to the distributors and like, there you go, that's what you get, you know. So there wasn't reprints and stuff back then. So yeah, I'm still to this day kicking myself that I didn't buy more Legends packs that day and spend all my money on Legends packs instead of buying the revised stuff, which was around for like another year and a half. So funny old story about my mistakes. Of course, my biggest mistake was selling my collection 12 years ago. That was huge. So Vince, I really appreciate this. I'm gonna keep it sealed just because, you know, nostalgia reasons. It's just an awesome pack. I want to keep that one around. The plane ship deck, really really cool. So we did open some old school stuff. This plane ship deck's probably more valuable than anything that's gonna be in that Homelands pack. Got a couple pathways. I'm happy, and I'll check with you on these cards to see what you want me to do with those. If you want me to give them away to patrons or whatever, or what, send them back. I don't know what you want me to do. So I'll find out about those. But a lot of cool random stuff to open, and we got the cool geological samples and stuff, and the dice, and of course my girlfriend's going to be totally stoked about the Ninja Turtles cards. So thank you so much, Vince. I really appreciate it. I'll put his links down below so you guys can check him out. He's got some cool stuff with the geological stuff, and of course Magic the Gathering. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Check out the description below for all kinds of good links, and my Patreon link if you want to sign up and start getting some free cards every once in a while. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.